Breaking news coming out of SmackDown. SmackDown has begun with The Rock. The Rock came down to the ring. We had Austin Theory in there. The Rock came down. He stood up for the people of Denver. There was a back and forth between The Rock and Austin Theory. I must admit, it was not the strongest of segments. It was electrifying because obviously it's The Rock, and the crowd were obviously heavily involved. But this didn't really go anywhere. There wasn't really much to this. He just got the crowd to like chant at Austin Theory. He said that he was an a-hole from A-Town. It did go to a people's elbow, so we did end it with that. I think it's nothing more than a nice moment, and there'll be certainly a lot of praise for this. There'll be a lot of buzz for this. There's a lot of love for The Rock. I can't help but look at this segment, though, and think about what could have been. I can't help but look at this segment and think, why wasn't Roman in the ring or Solo? Could you imagine if Paul Heyman and Solo were in the ring and then The Rock came out and had a word with Solo whilst Roman's not around, and what kind of conversation that might have looked like? Or imagine if it was Roman in the ring and The Rock had came out. Imagine what that kind of conversation would have looked like. Like, we have been waiting for The Rock to come back for a long time. I can't help but just feel just that little twinge of disappointment that it wasn't as part of a bloodline story. He came back and we just did a little thing with Austin Theory. And I don't think it's going to be anything more than that at this stage. You know, it feels like one of those ratings bumps, one of those kind of shock moments. The other downer was that this had leaked, and that I think someone from Pat's podcast had leaked that he was on his way to SmackDown. Didn't mean that I expected to see him in the ring, though. I have to admit to that, I didn't. I really thought he was going to be shown at ringside, or maybe not even shown at all. Perhaps he would just be backstage. So, yeah, a lot of mixed feelings on this. But I suppose the overriding one is it can never be a bad thing to see The Rock. It can never be something that you can be, like, really down on if you've got the Rock on the show. I just can't help but think we could have done it a little bit different. But, yeah, an electrifying moment. And the pop when he came out was monstrous. It was monstrous.